Yeah, go back to sleep. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Go back to sleep, boy. If you're wondering why the hell am I super broken, I had like 19,000 Nexus crystals in my previous video, and now I'm down to 1,000. I summoned all of my shit. It's just because the fact that I got Ollie on my first PT, and then it just leaves a sour taste in my mouth, and then I just went all the way, and I got Embla, which is R3 at this point. So this is one of the reasons why you never want to go R6 and Esper with Wish Stones. Like, I think at this point my Ollie is at R9 or R10, I don't know. But I also know that my Gabrielle is at R12 at this point. Never go for an R6 Esper with Wish Stones. It's never worth it. You're gonna accelerate the point at which you pull them at R6 and above. So yeah, never go for that. In this video, I'm just gonna showcase to you Hilda in a Cleave team using defense espers. So Changji is here. I'm using Dahlia here because I want to have a 100% crit rate on my Changji. I don't want to switch my gears around too many times with Changji and build him with 100% crit rate. I did pull a I mean my Ethan is already at R2, but I'm not going to use him in this video because I'm still testing him out in my defense and stuff. Yeah, this one a lose streak because everyone is using like a faster team or is using a tanky team against my R2 Ethan. But yeah, I'm still testing R2 Ethan, and in this video I'm just going to showcase to you Hilda in a Cleave comp. So I gave her defense, accuracy, and speed, and at least 60% sorry, a 70% crit rate because I want Ashley to work. Actually my Ashley is not geared correctly. Switch my Ashley gear a bit, and my Gabrielle is always using this set. Ashley, I made her slightly faster, and Hilda, I want her to move before my CJ so that she can land the defense break. Her defense break is cannot miss, by the way. It will always try to land, so your only chance of it not landing is a 20% resistance. And I made my Dahlia on light above set so she can AP push a bit further by 10%. And yeah, let's go. I'm gonna try out using this team against Cecilia comp. It's not gonna work like most of the time, but you're gonna see like Changji doing insane damage because I'm using defense lead and also bringing a defense breaker, because usually my Cleave team don't run any defense breaker. I'm using Gabrielle to provide the defense up for Changji. So right here, he's going to swap the AP. Boom, 172,000. And the reason why I'm using this team to go up against like Cecilia is, it's not like a really good team to go against Cecilia, but it's really fun to see them because every time they go back to sleep because of the buff. Okay, this one we didn't manage to stun the what's it called, the Ahmed. And this team will just power boost what's it called, Jin Yu Yao to the max, because every time an enemy takes a turn, they will get slapped and also get the poison debuff, which just AP pushes Jin Yu Yao to the max. So yeah, we didn't get lucky with this one. Again, against the Jin Yu Yao, it's not gonna work well because especially against like R6 Jin Yu Yao, you're gonna AP push them to like hell. So let me just try against this team. If I get outsped, then I'm pretty much screwed right here, but let me just try this one. Okay, not good showcase so far. Ashley, as usual, doing 200,000. I think if I don't like kill them turn 1 right here with my CJ, this team is going to fail. Yeah, we didn't land the defense break on Feng Nusi. Actually, we didn't land the defense break on pretty much everyone except for Cecilia, so we didn't do any damage right there. I'm gonna try this team again. Yeah, we didn't land the sleep again. 20% chance. Okay, you know what, once again, I think this team could be doable. Come on, boom, there we go. Once again, I don't really like running in an RNG Cleave team because right now I'm relying on a 20% chance of not failing with Hilda. And I'm also relying on the fact that I land the defense break. Otherwise, this team just, you know, kind of loses out. 200,000 with R6 Sally, by the way. That's crazy. And yeah, this team is goes pretty well against like Cecilia comps, because even though they have like immunity set, if they get one-shotted, okay, we still didn't land the sleep on the Feng Nusi. So we still got unlucky right here, but we still managed to win. I don't know how. Probably because Hilda keeps sleeping like crucial targets. Yeah, Everett goes and then he goes back to sleep. It's just so fun to watch, like Hilda putting everyone to sleep, even with Jin Yuyao on the battlefield. Because Jin Yuyao, if she doesn't target her S3 onto Hilda, Hilda will still have the buff up on her, and then just continue to put everyone back to sleep. So if the enemy does not have like immunity, they will continue to go back to sleep. But this team is very like weak against Hydes. I'm gonna try one more time against this one. Yeah, it's really weak against Hyde because I only have Ggez to deal with Hyde, and Hyde cannot be defense broken. So yeah, a slew of problems when you're going up against Hyde. With this team, Hilda is not going to do anything against the Hyde. It's not like a perfect team by any means, but it's a really fun team to, you know, just try it out. And this team is actually pretty tanky. It's not like any other Cleave team, because I'm running defense lead, and I'm running Gabrielle, Hilda, and Ggez, which are all, you know, pretty tanky. Not like the standard Cleave teams with like super squishy units like Ggez, Ashley, and stuff like that. But again, it's not perfect, and not advised to use this team against like Cecilia comps unless that Cecilia comp has like really low resos. Let's try this one. This one I think we should be able to win pretty easily because the Hyde does not have any resos, and the Jin Yuyao is not R6. So yeah, we're gonna see like a bunch of units going back to sleep because of Hilda. Boom, defense break everyone. Now Ggez is going to nuke the hell out of them. Boom. 190,000. And once again, it doesn't really matter if they have immunity set on them and I don't land the defense break. As long as my Ggez and my Ashley can kill them, it will then, you know, strip the immunity buff of them, and when Cecilia revives them, they will revive with no immunity buff. And then at that point, Hilda will just put everyone to sleep except for Hyde or Jin Yuyao. We got another Jin Yuyao team, but with an R6 Sally and no Hyde. So I think we should be able to win this one. Yeah, there we go. Not bad. It's you're gonna see it's really fun to see them going back to sleep every single time, even with a Jin Yuyao. So what you want is actually, this team could be better if my Hilda and my Ggez is slower, and maybe use a TA, because at that point, the slower your Hilda is, as long as she can take the first turn, it's actually better because the buff on her will last longer. And the reason why I'm bringing yeah, go back to sleep. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Go back to sleep, boy. It's so fun to watch. Like every turn they take, they're just gonna go back to sleep, even with Jin Yuyao cleansing them. It's just so fun, man. And yeah, the reason why I'm bringing, ooh, okay, we got another Cecilia team. The reason why I'm bringing Ashley over here, because I want her additional damage from the Rainbow Bridge, so I make sure that the enemies die from my CJ nuke. And the reason why I'm not bringing Ethan is because I don't want to cooldown up the Everett. That way they have too many damage reduction, and they might my Cleave team might not kill them. So I think this one we're gonna fail. Yeah, against a Hyde, it's just not going to work because I cannot sleep him, I cannot debuff him, and I cannot defense break him. And this team relies pretty heavily on the defense break for Ggez to pretty much nuke everyone. Come on, Ggez, boom! Look at that, 165,000. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just Hyde probably soloing my entire team. Ooh, okay, and also the immunity from Cecilia, so that way the Everett can actually get a turn. If there was no immunity on Everett, he could you know, get slapped, but it doesn't work if he has an immunity. Again, you're not gonna cleave through like every team. Okay, let's try this team without a Cecilia this time, and you'll see it's just going to cleave like every team that does not have a Cecilia. This team just melts because Changji with the defense buff and also the help from Ashley's Rainbow Bridge, this does insane amounts of damage. Boom. Yeah, 206,000. What the fuck. Yeah, without Cecilia, you're just gonna get cleaved by like most cleave teams at this point, unless you have an R6 Lian or R6 Sally. Those teams are still going to be like pretty good. We got another Cecilia comp, but this time he's running Lian at R0, and again the main problem is probably going to be the hide, and I'm probably, oh okay, we won, not bad. Let's see. 200,000. Changji and Ashley doing 200,000. Ashley is just so insane, man. I'm running defense lead and she still does 200,000. Like, if you still don't have an Ashley, what are you doing at this point? Okay, everyone got defense broken. Boom! 167. Okay, never mind. Jin Yu didn't get defense broken. Okay, right here, you're gonna see, right? Lian is probably gonna go back to sleep. Yeah, go back to sleep. She cleanses, but it doesn't really matter because they're all gonna go back to sleep no matter what. Okay, never mind, they got stunned anyways. So yeah, this team has a, you still have a 20% chance to fail the sleep because enemy's resistance cannot go lower than 20%. Even though you have 100% accuracy, the enemy's resistance cannot go lower than 20% accuracy resistance. So you always will have a 20% innate chance to not land your debuffs because of that. This guy's defense is so tanky, by the way. I don't know, even though he's like, his Ahmed is not even R6 or Jin Yao is not R6, I don't even know how his defense can be like this tanky, because I usually can cleave against this type of tanky defense, but his defense is so tanky, I don't even know why. I think he uses like, either him or someone else uses like a really thick adamantine set. So I'm probably gonna lose this one. Okay, we won because I think the hide didn't do much. He didn't counter as much. 230,000. Also Gabriel 100,000. Let's see, I think the hide didn't do much. Okay, it's not him. There was one dude with like a really thick adamantine set that is just completely insane. His entire team I think was running an adamantine set, and he has an R6 Sally as well, which just makes his team like privy to not privy, like immune to any cleave because it's just super tanky. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Everett, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, Everett. Oh shit, I'm gonna get clapped. Come on, let's take it. Yeah, there we go. Everett, go back to sleep. And Ahmed as well. If he wasn't stunned right there, he will just go back to sleep because Hilda's debuff cannot be missed. Because if you have a higher accuracy than the enemy, and if you build like 100% accuracy 100% accuracy Hilda, your accuracy will never be lower than the enemies, right? So your debuffs cannot miss. There's a misconception that her attack cannot miss. It's not that, her attack can miss, but the infliction of the debuff cannot miss. So the defense break on like what's it called, win targets will always land. Okay, this time R6 Sally, not an R6 Jin Yao, which again, if you're facing R6 Jin Yao with Hilda, you're always gonna give the Jin Yao -1 cooldown on her S3 whenever the enemy's allies take a turn, because you're always gonna land like the sleep. Not always, 20% chance to fail, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, we lost because I think his defense is too tanky with the R6 Sally. I just couldn't cleave. Oh yeah, and also the Sally is using immunity set, so I couldn't like land defense break on her. Let's see if I can like one-shot everyone. Oh, that was rough. We couldn't one-shot the Jin Yao. Okay. Yeah, see? Everett took a turn, but he went back to sleep. Is this so fun to watch, man? Okay. Cleanse on Sally, but you're gonna see everyone is just going to go back to sleep, even though Jinyu, you're cleansed. Yeah, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. It's just so fun to watch, man. But now my buff is over, so yeah, I can do much here. The R6 Sally, I couldn't cleave like everyone during the first turn, and it's better to use your Hilda on like the Ocean Wave set, so that way you can cycle her S3 a lot better. And also I don't have any skill ups on her, so her S3 has a cooldown of 5 turns. But yeah, that's the video. That's my Hilda. She's not skilled up. She is really good, but you have to like make her slower for her to be like more effective. In this team, she's not really that effective because she's fast, and by being fast, it means that she will then get out of this deep sleep even faster. And yeah, you actually want her to be like super slow with 0 speed and run her with like something like TA or something like that. So TA can push her to 100% AP, and then when she uses her S3, she will have the buff up for a longer period of time, and then the enemies will just perpetually go back to sleep, and then you can do whatever you want, right? But yeah, that's the video. Ciao.